Thank you all for joining us this evening. I can tell from people in attendance that many of you are already familiar with the Middle States self-study and reaccreditation effort, but there are others who may not be as familiar, so we appreciate you joining us. I'm Dina Mayer. I'm a professor of chemistry, and tonight I'm appearing as co-chair along with Associate Provost Giorgio D'Amaro of Barnard's Middle States Self-Study and Reaccreditation process. This process, which occurs every 8 to 10 years, affirms Barnard's institutional standing with the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. Led by Provost Linda Bell, Giorgio and I coordinate a dedicated team of 4 working groups comprising about 40 total members of the entire Barnard community. This includes faculty, staff, and students, and it's a complete team effort. We note that tonight's presentation, except for the Q&A session, is being recorded, and it'll be available on the Barnard Accreditation website. The link to the website is shown on the slide and every slide of the presentation. And next slide, Giorgio, please. The self-study and reaccreditation process, as I mentioned, occurs about every 8 to 10 years. The current process began in summer 2019. That was quite a time ago. It was originally scheduled to be completed in 2 years, but as we all know, COVID intervened, and Barnard was granted a 1-year extension. Therefore, we're in year 2 of 3 and are scheduled to complete the process 1 year from now, next spring 2022. The ultimate goal of the self-study process is institutional reaccreditation by the Middle States Commission. But the process provides the opportunity for us in the Barnard community to reflect on the advances we've made as a college since the previous self-study, which was 10 years ago. And importantly, looking ahead to plan a course of action for the upcoming years. The self-study therefore provides us an opportunity to look forward, build on our successes, identify continuing and new challenges, and develop plans for our growth as a campus community and within the broader New York City community. When we began our self-study in summer 2019, the vast majority of our work encompassed the years of 2012 to 2019. As such, you'll hear more about this from our working group co-chairs who dedicated much of their time and their team's time in last academic year to the analysis of Barnard's advancement in the before times. Since then, of course, COVID has affected every aspect of Barnard and in the experience of every member of the Barnard community. The pandemic has highlighted many things we were doing well, our collective ability to adapt, but it's also placed in great relief existing inequities that have required the college to respond even more urgently in these areas. That said, what you'll hear from the working groups tonight and our leadership team of Provost Bell, Giorgio, and Executive Director of Institutional Assessment, Nikisha Williams, and me, will continue to address the effect of COVID and Barnard's initial response and the ongoing evolution of our 4 institutional priorities. And a portion of our accreditation report will be based on these assessments, although we will not go into them tonight. Next slide, Giorgio. Thank you. As can be seen on the timeline, the working groups and we completed initial drafts of the self-study report this past summer with COVID-related updates in fall 2020. Moving forward, we look to engage the broader campus community, starting with the event this evening. Tonight's general update will be followed by feedback sessions via Zoom during the week of March 22nd, with 1 session for each of students, staff, and faculty. In advance of these sessions, we'll make available to you detailed tables of contents for each chapter of the self-study. Go ahead, Giorgio. Your feedback in March will be critical to informing our work through the rest of the spring and the upcoming summer, at which time we'll revise the draft. At the start of fall 2021, the campus community will have an opportunity to comment on the draft itself. We'll do this in advance of the visit from our evaluation team chair next fall, and then the 2-day visit from the Middle States evaluation team as a whole in 1 year from now.